We drive Australians to be more adventurous. That is one of our key visions at Mitsubishi Australia Limited. Firstly, I just want to thank Heartland for the opportunity to talk to you all, and especially to everyone out here that's taken their time out of your business. We appreciate your time as well. Just want to say one thing when I'm going through this presentation. If anything is technically said wrong by myself, I've got Daniel Deckers here, the technical expert, and he's there. If he's doing this, you know I've got it wrong. So I just want to make sure you're aware of that. But serious note, Daniel's here to answer any questions that you need to make sure this car meets your business needs. And we believe we've got a product that does meet your business needs today and into the future. This is just to give you a quick guide of some of the updates we've done on the car, and we'll go through this stuff in more detail around the key attributes of the car. It has more power, it has more torque, it has class-leading emissions, which we'll talk to you about in a second. Two, just want to show you the additional parts that we've added from the MR to this product to show you all the additional safety equipment, performance, everything there. That's it. And we'll go into a little bit more detail. I'm not going to go through every one of those at this point. But I do want to show you this. This is based on our base model car compared to our competitors. And when you start reading through some of the attributes this car is delivering, you can see that for a base model car, we are going to give you a product that meets the current market that you need, particularly around safety. So, let's talk about one of the most key aspects of this car is around the engine. The engine is brand new, all new. It is has two turbos, as you saw probably in the clip, and I'll talk to you a little bit around that. But fundamentally, the key aspects of it, and we'll talk about power and torque in a second, but the two big attributes I want to add is the fuel economy, and again, the lower emissions. And as Manny said, this product comes with a 10-year warranty. So you can see the differences in power and torque. And the simplest way for me to explain power and torque to you is, power for me is speed, torque is purely muscle. If you think of those terms, this is what this product has improved from the previous model to the new model, and it's done by having two turbochargers on the car. And when you look at those changes, you can see, and I'll talk to you a little bit about the turbos in a second, but fundamentally what we're trying to show you here, that you can see there's increased power from takeoff and acceleration, but it manages to hold its muscle or torque for a longer period, whether you're towing or just driving the car normally. So the car is more responsive. It is chalk and cheese from our previous product. Chalk and cheese. Around emissions, really big talking point in the marketplace. And there's a lot of challenges for governments, for industry and all of us. And there's a lot of changes going to be happening in this place. But fundamentally, where this car sits for us, and I'll talk to you what, as Manny's quoted, it is class leading. It's coming into Australia with Euro 6. There is no other product out in the marketplace that meets this standard. And how it meets it is by two components. And I'll quickly give you a brief explanation about exhaust gas recirculation. Fundamentally, the simple principle around that is it takes some of the unburnt fuel and air, sucks it back in, and replaces it back into the intake. And the second reason we do that is around temperatures. It's about controlling the temperature coming into the cylinder, helps efficiency, emissions, and performance. So that's one thing. That's old technology, been around for a long time. But the massive difference is what's been utilised in Europe to bring emissions level down is a substance called AdBlue. And fundamentally, that substance there is to reduce NOx and ammonia coming out of the tailpipe. So what is AdBlue? Basically, it's a substance made of urea and iodised water. And fundamentally, what it's there to do, as I said, is to improve fuel economy and environmental footprint. So we're bringing a product out into place that will outbeat any product in the marketplace when it comes to emissions for the next 3 to 4 years. And we think we're aligned with where the government wants to be with this product. So what are some of the changes on the product itself? So, as you can see, the car is longer, bigger and wider. I should have asked you earlier. Some of you saw the car, what are your first impressions of it anyway? If you like the look of it.
Very Ranger-esque.
It is a little bit, yes, you can say that. But please, if you get the opportunity to take it for a drive, understand what the technology is in it, and we'll go through some of that in a second. But this car ticks a hell of a lot of boxes, and we believe it will meet most of your company standards at the minimum level, and will exceed your expectations when you actually drive it and utilise it with your business. Just a little bit more. I think the critical part is rear capacity in the back seat for me. When you actually get to sit in the back car, more leg room, and you can fit 3 people in there comfortably. So we expect when you do purchase this car, if you do decide to do that, I think you'll see a major difference for your ability to utilise with your employees or with yourself. And so what? So there's some really key points, but we've made some big improvements across the car structurally to make sure it's safer, it's more robust, and of course a bit lighter. We want to take weight out of the car to help improve emissions and efficiency and overall drivability of the car. And these 3 areas, that's what we've done to make sure this is a totally new car. There's no comparison to the previous model. A 4-wheel drive system that hasn't changed. And we honestly believe we've got a class-leading product in there. Why change something that's not broke? Most people that drive because of reliability, its quality. This system has been tested, proven across all our models, and we've carried it over because it is robust. It is a market leader. And on top of that, we've gone that next step forward. And if you haven't heard of our Super Select system, it covers 7 areas. And this happens on our higher grade models, but gives you the availability to choose the right time to select the right conditions when you're driving. That's how good this system is. It is state of the art, class leading, and we believe if you get a chance to experience it, we recommend that you experience in different conditions to understand how capable this product is. Safety, a real key point for your business, for us as well, and for the community and public. So what have we done? There's a hell of a long list of stuff, and some of that stuff is pretty common stuff. But 2 really key points are, 1, we've brought in a driver monitoring system, which I'll explain in a little bit of detail, and front cross traffic alert, which says what it is, but I'll give you a little bit more detail on that front as well. So they're the key aspects we believe, and the majority of these come on the base model as I presented at the start of the presentation. One additional thing, yes, it comes with 8 airbags, but the new addition in there is actually we've got an airbag in between the 2 seats. There are other manufacturers out there, but particularly in the utility market, this is one of the first brands to do it, and we believe it's a great introduction into your business and for us to make sure that people are utilising our vehicles are safe and protected as best we can. Driver monitoring system. You're probably understanding what's that about. We all get a bit lazy behind the wheel. We all get a bit tired at times. The whole purpose of this system is to keep the driver engaged. And if I asked around the room just quickly, how many people are purchasing a car for other people to drive? I've got to put my hand up because I do with my stuff. Majority of us would have other people driving our car, whether it's family or employees. This is the critical part, and this is going to see the biggest benefit to you. For me, driving the product personally, and I think Daniel and Grant and Scott here from Emma, and I should say Craig as well as here, have all experienced the car and what it is. This tool is about making you and forces you to stay and keep your concentration. So if you lean over to talk to someone, it will alert you. If you start to drowse, it will notice, it will alert you. So this has great potential, and you will see other manufacturers coming out with this technology as we move into the future. But we've got it now. And I think this is a great piece for you all to embrace and understand that this is about people on the road, protecting your asset, more importantly, from damage and off the road, and keeping people aligned to make sure they're safe and providing a good service with your branding or no branding on the car out in the public space. So a really big step for us forward, and I think a really key part about why this car is so advanced compared to what else is out in the marketplace that we're competing in. And then you've got the front cross traffic alert system, and simply put, It's about alerting you as you pull out of an intersection. So it will alarm you and let you know that, hey, there's a car coming in case you are taking off. So all of these things are there to benefit your business, your drivers, and people and the public on the road. Just wanted to point out too, I won't go into much, but if you do put a front protection bar, you can turn that function off. We're recommending that function is turned on. So, appreciate your time, and I thank you again for giving your time away. We don't want to take up too much time with it. We actually want you to go out and enjoy the product, and I'll let Manny come up for a second. But if there's three things I would like you to walk away with, this car is class leading, and the reason why we say that, it meets the emissions, it exceeds the emissions that are out there against our competitors and what's out in the marketplace. Safety wise, we are now giving you a car that at base level ticks a lot of boxes. 3, comes with a fantastic 10-year warranty, cat price servicing, market leading, nobody else has it. And that's the reason why we provide that product, because we believe that we provide a product that is high quality, highly reliable and efficient. And the last thing I think is the drivability. I can't say much more about it. I think it's chalk and cheese from the other product, and hopefully you'll experience that today. Thank you for your time. Thank you to Heartland. I'll let Manny on board.
Thank you, Kevin. Look, outside, we've got 2 demonstrators who are out there just for you.